A strategic starfish site was a decoy for the German bombers. When the German bombers came over, they sent their pathfinders, their good trailblazers who could navigate, to find the target, drop fire bombs on the target, and that lit up the target, and then the bombers, the big wave of bombers, would come behind and bomb their fires. And the idea of a starfish site was, as soon as they dropped the ignition fires, the local people would try and put them out. They'd telephone to the people who were at these decoy starfish sites, and they would then light their starfish baskets, and that would pretend to be the target. And then all the bombs would get dropped on the decoy and not on the city. And that's what this was for. And we thought it would be a very good idea, because it's a centenary of World War I, and because it's 70 years since D-Day, the end of the war, we thought it would be a great thing if we could restore the starfish site.
Have there been any crashed aeroplanes found on the moss?
There were pilots killed on the moss. There were some aeroplanes which did crash on parts of the outlying moss just when they were doing bombing raids, but also, of course, in World War II, the northeast Fenn's moss up there was a bombing range, and if you were a young man, before you could go off bombing in Germany, you would have to come here to Fenn's and Whixall moss and practice, target practice, dropping bombs and strafing with your machine gun if you were flying a Spitfire. And unfortunately, one or two of those did have accidents and end up in the peat.
Baskets found that they lit the fires in?
No, we haven't found the baskets, but what we have done is we've reconstructed 65 starfish baskets. But if we go inside this battery shed, because what this is the battery shed that the men were going to actually ignite the starfish site from. And if you go inside there, you can still see the wires that went all the way up onto the moss, ready to set the detonators off to set fire to all of the baskets.
How many explosions were there?
How many explosions on, you mean how many times did they set it off?
Yeah.
We don't know. When we were trying to find out, the old blokes in Whixall who actually manned this starfish site were sworn by the Official Secrets Act, and they wouldn't talk about it. So we don't know how often they set the starfish alight.